answer your questions. You can say next if you do not know the answers to the questions, but you are permitted to say next twice. You must be between the ages of 5 and 11 to participate. Answer 5 questions correctly and win a minimum of 5,000 naira.
Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Cause I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. My father gave me nails a tweak, told me I was bad. But then one day I learned a word to save me aching nose. The biggest word you've ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is...
All right, welcome back. It is still the Smart Kids show on 32 FM 94.9. Smart Kids, are you ready to have an amazing time on radio this morning? If you are, please note that you are to be, or you should fall between the age bracket of 5 to 11 before you can call in on the show. Okay, it is very, very important. After which, when you call into the show, please turn down the volume on your radio set. I'm just, reiterating what we listen to in our instructions. It is very, very important. Okay, the magical numbers for you to call: 070550949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. What is your name, your age, and the name of your school?
My name is Oyada Vincent. I am 11 years old. And the name of my school is Smart School.
Smart School?
Smart Wisdom School.
Smart Wisdom School.
Yes, ma'am.
That's amazing. And you're calling the Smart Kids show. Isn't that amazing? All right, darling. Yes, Vincent, welcome to the Smart Kids show. This is not your first time. You called last week, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And I think you've called earlier this week.
Yes, ma'am.
So I know that it's not your first time. How old are you again, darling?
11 years old.
11. You're thinking about your age. Okay. Anyway, it is time to answer your questions. We start with mathematics and then we move on to other subjects. If a person has 440 pens and 560 pencils, how many more pencils does he have than pens? I repeat, if a person has 440 pens and 560 pencils, how many more pencils does he have more than pens?
10.
10. Is your answer 10?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that is not correct. Now, please spell. Your word is imperious. Imperious.
I-M.
Yes.
R-I-O-U-S.
That is correct. We move to the next question. Name the first man to walk on the moon. According to research, the name of the man that...
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong. That is correct. We move to the next question. Are you ready? Frogs and toads belong to which class of animals? Frogs.
Amphibians.
Amphibians. Good. This is your 5th question. Now, what travels faster, heat or cold? What travels faster, heat? Heat. Is that your final answer?
Yes, ma'am.
That is correct. Okay. Yes, thank you very much. Unfortunately, you did not get all your 5 questions. But the answer to the maths question is 120. And how did we come about that? You subtract, okay? 560 from 440. What do you get? It's not 10. You get 120. All right, darling. Thank you very much. That was amazing. 070550949, 0809 Those are the numbers to call to be part of the Smart Kids show. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Hello, good morning. My name is Aunty SUMBO. What is your name?
My name is Ogunde Jedediah. I'm 8
Jedediah.
years old.
Good morning, Jedediah. How are you doing today?
Fine, ma'am.
Did you sleep well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what are you going to be doing today, Jedediah? Tell Aunty SUMBO. What are your plans for today?
I've not no.
You don't hear no?
Yes,
Really? When you call tomorrow and I ask you this question, I don't want to hear I don't yet know. Okay?
Yeah.
You need to tell me what your plans are for today. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so are you ready to answer your questions, Jedediah?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, first question in mathematics. How much is the total of 667 oranges and 301 bananas? How much is the total of 667 oranges and
968.
900 and what?
68.
That is correct. Now please spell. Your word is dwelling. Dwelling. Dwelling.
DW.
Yes.
EN. LI.
Yes.
NG.
Okay, now next question. Name the smallest continent that we have in the world. The smallest continent. If you take too long, that means next, okay? That means somebody's telling you. Now your science question. Lizards, snakes, turtles, and crocodiles are all part of which category of animals? Lizards, snakes, turtles, reptiles. That is correct. Now your riddle. Which is heavier, a pound of feathers or a pound of rocks? Which is heavier, a pound of feathers or a pound of rocks?
A pound of rocks.
A pound of rocks. No, that is not correct. Neither is heavier because both weigh a pound. It's a riddle, so it's a tricky question. Thank you very much. We'll go on a short break. When we get back, it will be time to answer more questions on the Smart Kids show.
Like we ain't the nose,
The biggest word you've ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
He traveled all around the world, and everywhere he went, he'd use his word, and all would say, there goes a clever.
Happiness is a choice that we want you to make always. Choose to be happy. Choose 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan.
Win from over 80 million naira in cash and exciting prizes in the Golden Hunt promo.
This promo, there's no need for advert anymore.
Because
my mom alone can hunt down any gist. How much more 80 million naira in prizes with the whole family involved?
Naija, let the Golden Hunt begin. Just buy any Golden Morn Golden Hunt 30 gram or 45 gram promo pack. Look inside for a unique code and dial *8011*1# for a chance to win big. Promo ends April 15, 2026. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
Hello Ibadan. Finally, the MTN Camp Season 4 is here. Be there live as we discover the next generation of Nigerian athletic superstars at the Lekon Salami Stadium at Damasinga. Come with your friends and family for an amazing week of exciting track and field action from the 14th to the 17th of April 2026. Visit mtnchamps.com for more information.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness. When did he grow up? That's it with kids, though.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Give it up for my DJ.
The hits are here.
32 FM 94.9.
It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Cause I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. My father gave me nails a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned a word to save me aching nose.
The biggest word you've ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
He traveled all around the world, and everywhere he went, he'd use his word, and all would say, there goes a clever gent.
When Dukes and Martha Rogers pass a time of day with me.
All right, welcome back. It is still the Smart Kids show on 32 FM 94.9. Now, if today is your birthday, like I always say on the show, if it's your birthday, you want us to sing for you, you want us to celebrate you, all you have to do is send a text and we'll definitely do that. But let's just hope that you would send that text message so I can specially greet you. But if today is your birthday, today is mommy's birthday, daddy, grandma, grandpa, auntie, uncle, your best friend's birthday, happy birthday to you. The entire Smart Kids is wishing you a wonderful birthday, okay? And I hope that you are counting down. We are resuming on the 27th. It's just around the corner. Okay, so a child was asking her dad that, daddy, are you happy that we're resuming on the 27th? And then the dad was just smiling like you don't even know what's going on. But then make sure that you appreciate your parents, you pray for them, because if you're resuming on the 27th, that means their bank accounts, their pockets are going to feel it. You as children, you might not know, but they would have to pay a certain amount for you to be back at school on the 27th. So 070550949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Hello, good morning. My name is Auntie Sumbo. What is your name?
My name is Abri Triumph.
Good morning, Triumph. I believe I'm owing Triumph a gift, right?
Ma'am?
I'm owing you a gift.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I didn't forget. I'm saying that so that you should know that I have not forgotten. So how old is Triumph and what is the name of Triumph's school?
I'm 10 years old. The name of my school is Rocky Ridge School.
What did you call it?
Rocky Ridge School.
Okay. Triumph, I cannot hear you clearly today. I don't know if you are moving about. I can't hear you clearly. But then, let's answer our questions this morning, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
All right, so we start with mathematics, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
What fraction is represented by the shaded part of a circle that is divided into 8 equal parts with 3 parts shaded? What fraction is represented by the shaded part of a circle? 3/8. That is correct. Please spell. Your word is preliminary. Preliminary. Yes. That is correct. I can't hear you. Your voice is very far. But then, who discovered the Americas? Give me the name of the person who discovered the Americas.
Next.
Which scientist proposed the 3 laws of motion? Which scientist? Isaac Newton. That is correct. Now to your riddle. You will find me in Mercury, Earth, Mars, and Jupiter, but not in Venus or Neptune. What am I? You will find me in Mercury, Earth, Mars, and Jupiter. Letter R. That is correct. Thank you very much. You did not get all your 5 questions, but the name of the person that discovered the Americas, in case you come across it another time, is Christopher Columbus. Okay? Christopher Columbus. 070550949, 0809700949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning. My name is Auntie Sumbo. Please, can I know your name?
My name is Abri Emmanuel.
Mm-hmm.
I am 11 years old and the name of my school is Livingstone College.
Okay, good morning, Abiri Emmanuel. Welcome to the Smart Kids show. Now, are you ready to answer your questions this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so a 2 kg chicken takes 15 minutes plus 25 minutes per 500 gram to cook. How long do I need to cook it for in hours and minutes? I repeat, a 2 kg chicken takes 15 minutes plus 25 minutes per 500 gram to cook. How long do I need to cook it for in hours and minutes?
Ma, repeat it.
A 2 kilogram chicken takes 15 minutes plus 25 minutes per 500 gram to cook. How long do I need to cook it for in hours and minutes?
2 hours, 40 minutes.
No, the answer is 1 hour, 55 minutes. Now, please spell the word elaboration. Elaboration.
E-L-A.
Yes.
B-O-R-A.
Yes.
C-I-O-N.
Yes, that is correct. We move to the next question. What is the name of the famous clock in London? What is the name of the famous clock in
Big Ben?
Big Ben. That is correct. We move to the next question. The strongest sense of a dog is...
The smell.
Correct. Now to your 5th question. I have arms that are longer than my legs. I have been taught sign language. Who am I? I have arms that are longer than my legs. A gorilla. Thank you very much, but you did not get all 5. Thank you. I'm enjoying the set of questions this morning because I am learning, and I hope that you are learning as well. Now, you might just be listening to the show and you don't want to call in, okay? Maybe one of these days you would have the courage to call in. But then it's also good to be part of the Smart Kids show by listening and writing down things that you are learning for the first time. It could be the spelling of a word, the pronunciation of a word. It could be the name of someone. It could be, the date of something. Please, if you're listening to the Smart Kids show, especially now that we're on holidays, have your jotter and your pen with you to write down things that you will be learning. When you resume, you can actually even teach your friends that might have not heard about these things, okay? So please always have your pen and your jotter with you, a very small jotter, so that you can write down things you'll be learning. And like I always say, you can teach Auntie Sumbo things as well. I don't want to tell you how many years ago I was in primary school, not to even talk of nursery. So yes, call in and tell Auntie Sumbo things. Maybe I'm saying something that is probably not trending again. Okay, maybe you should now, during our time when they ask you that what's the definition of social studies, I don't even know if they still do social studies in school. I think they've changed the name now. What we would say is that is the study of man and its environment. So now that definition might have changed. So I want to know, is there still I'm going to ask the next caller. Do you still do social studies in school? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, ma.
Hello, darling. Good morning. My name is Auntie Sumbo. What is your name?
My name is Amashegu Peace.
Good morning, Peace. How old is Peace?
I'm 5 years old.
You are 5? And what is the name of your school, Peace?
Smart Wisdom School.
Everybody's calling me from Smart Wisdom School. Are you sure we're not going to open school in the Smart Kids? We'll have Smart Kids International School. Will you come if I open it?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. All right, Peace. Are you ready to answer your questions this morning on the show?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to start with mathematics. And we're going to do division. Have you started doing division in your class?
Yes.
Good. So now we're going to take our time to answer this question. 20 divided by 4 will give Peace what? Now, what that means is how many 4s can you find in 20?
5.
5. Amazing. That is good. Now it is time to spell. And the word to spell Peace is mountain. 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 I want you to spell it by yourself. Don't let anybody tell you. Mountain. Let's try. Mountain. Yes.
M-O.
Good.
T.
Okay. Somebody is telling you something. That's why you are quiet. So let's try. Let's try. Rely on your own ability. Let's try. Mountain. Mountain. Oh yeah, let's spell it. M. Okay.
M.
Okay.
M.
Yes.
O.
Yes.
T.
Yes.
A.
N.
Okay,
you tried. So now, can you mention 3 landmarks in Oyo State? If they ask you that, mention 3 places in Oyo State. Mention 3 places for Auntie Sumbo.
I do not know. Next one.
You don't know? They've not taught you about... Okay, now what do you know? What can you say about Ibadan? Tell me something you know about Ibadan. If you travel to Lagos, for example, and your friends say, what's even special about Ibadan? Can you tell me one thing that is special about Ibadan?
Big.
It's big. Yes, that's something. That is something. What else can you tell? Where is 32 FM? Where is my office? Where are we located? Do you know where 32 FM is?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you. 32 FM is our Cocoa House. And do you know that Cocoa House is an historical site in Ibadan, for example?
No.
You did not know. So now you know. Okay, have you heard of the University of Ibadan?
Yes.
Okay, do you know that was the first premier university? Do you know?
Yes.
Okay. Now, these are places, these are special things about Ibadan. So when next anybody asks you to mention 3 special places in Ibadan, you mention Cocoa House, you mention the University of Ibadan, okay?
Yes.
You mention Makpo Hall, okay?
Yes.
Good. A round of applause for yourself, darling. That's amazing. That's one of the things that we do on the Smart Kids show. It's not just about getting your questions right. It's about us teaching the children about our environment, our country, and of course teaching them good morals. And with that call, I would like to say thank you for being part of the Smart Kids show this morning on 32 FM 94.9. Let's do this again, same time, same station tomorrow, 7:30 to 7:55. Children, remember, let nothing and no one stop you from achieving your dreams. A big thank you to Uncle Ali for producing the show, and of course Auntie